Hi, I'm Karin Dietrich, West Valley College lead intern here to interview Brad Davis. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning.
What is your role here on the college campus?
Right now I'm the interim president. I've been with the district about 4 years and I've been on the executive management team that time. So now my responsibility has shifted from the chancellor's office to the campus and I oversee the endeavor that is West Valley College.
Wow. In general, what are your views on sustainability?
Well, if I could frame the question this way, way back when, at the beginning of fall, I was asked to give a convocation speech to the entire campus community. And there were 3 themes that I focused on in that speech. As you can imagine, one of them was budget, another one was working together, and the third was sustainability. Because that's really become a theme throughout this campus and all the building and construction that we've been doing. And as you probably know, we've been fortunate enough to receive a $350 million bond measure by virtue of the local community supporting our construction efforts, and we endeavor to make sure that we incorporate sustainability through every component of that construction program. To me, there's a beautiful juxtaposition between this natural, bucolic campus environment and the modern accoutrements that these bond measures allow us to implement throughout our curriculum and in our physical plants and across this campus. I think West Valley College is really poised to be a leader as it relates to sustainability, and we can set the table as it relates to community colleges, both in our local area and beyond.
Well said, thank you. Sounds great. Please tell us what happened last night at the Board of Trustees meeting regarding sustainability in the district.
Well, I'm pleased to report to you that the Board of Trustees unanimously voted to accept the sustainability proposal that was put forward by our committees both at West Valley College and Mission College. This signifies a big formal step on behalf of the board to infuse sustainability throughout all avenues of curriculum, building, and other campus life that we do here. I think it's really the board reflecting its values and its good hard work and support to build upon this beautiful campus that we have here.
Absolutely. How do you see this planning process unfolding?
Well, as you can imagine, undergoing construction on a campus involves a considerable amount of contribution from faculty, staff, from administration, from outside experts, architects. But one thing that I don't think we've done enough of is involve students in that endeavor. Because as you talk about making our campus buildings sustainable and functional and something that really serves the students, we need to make sure that we're involving them to not only gain their perspective about what our buildings should look like and how they should function, but also to provide training opportunities and an opportunity for them to enhance their education in what is really an emerging field. You know, I'd like to think that there have been sustainability efforts around for a long time, but as it relates to building and construction, it's still a relatively new idea. I think the students who really look at this as something that will be here forever can be an important conduit to us to convey the message that it's more than just dollars and cents when you're considering LEED certification for a building or different design techniques that may in the short term cost you more money, but over the long haul will contribute to the sustainability of the campus. I see the students being an integral component of making sure that that theme is inherent in everything we do on a construction side.
Great. What are the top sustainability priorities you would like to see in this plan?
My top priorities are that I would like every building to be LEED certified. If we're going to be doing the type of massive renovations and new constructions across this campus, I think we need to make it a priority that all of our buildings are LEED certified. I think that we need to involve the students in that process, the faculty and the staff, and we need to just recommit on every single project to that endeavor. And on a secondary note, I think that as we go to about building out every new building on this campus, I think we need to be very mindful that we can learn something from each new construction project. So there are going to be lessons learned on the 3rd and 4th and 5th and 10th project that, quite frankly, we haven't learned on our first project, and there's a lot of opportunity for us to really focus on that as well.
Yes, great. What are the components of a successful collaborative planning process?
Well, the components of a successful planning process are that you need to find avenues where the entire community can participate. And you need to encourage folks who are the movers and shakers around a particular issue to be leaders in that endeavor and share their expertise and wisdom with members of the group to build momentum for whatever particular endeavor you're doing. Which is why in this instance I'm so delighted, because if you took a look at the audience last night as the board was considering the LEED proposal before it, you saw members of the campus community at all different levels of the organization in varying positions, but they shared the common interest that sustainability and working to preserve and protect the environment are key ideals to them. So we have a grassroots movement here where we've got leaders and folks who are interested in really seeing this campus blossom on this front throughout the organization. So the key will be, how can we find others that share in these values, and how can we convince them to be part of this great team that's going to be more and more important every time we dig into the ground for a new building.
The recently completed campus center is the first LEED Silver certified building on campus. What impact do you think this is having on our community?
Well, I will tell you this. Every single time I speak before any external group, government agency, citizens organization, I tell them about the campus center because I'm really proud of it. Not only is it a beautiful building and it's the hub of campus life in such a short time, it's only been open 6 months, but it's also become a hub of the community. Almost every single weekend we have the facility in use by some community organization. Every time, and I tell you, every time I talk to them, I make sure that I tell them it is a LEED certified building, because again, I want the community to know that we are being careful custodians of the funding that they've given us, and that we are being careful in how we manage the campus, and that we're thinking long term, and that this is going to be there for their grandkids' kids when they're ready to attend West Valley College. So I think it, again, is the most visible and public statement about our commitment to sustainability. And every time a new person walks across that threshold, that notion is reinforced.
Great. Do you have any suggestions on how the LEED internship can help move campus sustainability initiatives forward?
I have two ideas. One would be to really work to establish a close relationship with our facilities department, and to look for opportunities to partner with our architects, with our project managers, and our director of facilities to look for ways and make sure that we're saying, we want to be part of this. We'll do whatever it takes to be a part of it, and being motivated around helping them build projects and develop a partnership. Two, it would be to think outside of the box as it relates to construction. There are a lot of different programs and majors at West Valley College where sustainability could be a focus, but we tend not to think of it because we sometimes become fixated on what it means to design buildings in a way that maximizes the use of natural light or minimizes water usage, etc. But there are programs in art and design, there are programs in history, there are programs in engineering that could all benefit from this perspective, since it really affects all of us on a day-to-day basis.
Any last thoughts?
Well, first I'd like to say thank you for being so motivated around this issue. As I alluded to earlier, nothing really happens on a college campus because one individual or a couple of administrators think it should happen. It happens because we have a grassroots movement of committed faculty and staff who are willing to take on an objective and see it all the way through. So the fact that we have a group of faculty, staff, and administrators here who've really said this is one of our core values and are pursuing it doggedly, both at the board level, at the campus level, and I hear soon at the state level, really gives me a lot of pride. I think that says a lot about the kind of community we are and the kind of community that we can be. So in my role, I would offer only this. Tell me what you need and how I can support you in that goal, because it is clearly, as I indicated at the beginning from my convocation speech, one of my core values. But I need to rely on the expertise and the judgments and the strategy of the folks who are really working this issue day to day to let me know how I can be most helpful to that objective.
Thank you very much.